We've gone back and forth about this player. It feels like all off season. Alvin Kamara, we finally got the suspension confirmed. It's 3 games. We've also got news today that the Saints have signed yet another running back in Kareem Hunt. It feels like they're just going to keep throwing players against the wall and see which one sticks. Is this just a case of too old, the talent's vanishing, and too many mouths feeding this offense?
Yeah, absolutely. And there's plenty of reports that Alvin Kamara looks great in camp and that they've really been utilizing him better than he was last year. But I don't think it matters because he is 28 years old. They brought in Jamal Williams, who just scored 17 touchdowns and had 1,000 yards with the Lions. They saw that as a priority. They drafted Kendre Miller, who's coming off a really impressive college career. And then today they had Kareem Hunt, who, in my opinion, is washed. And I'm not particularly worried about Kareem Hunt. It feels like by week 6, Kareem Hunt will be on another team or not playing. But when you look at what Kamara's done over the last few years, things have gone downhill for him. He's scored 49 rushing touchdowns in his career. Only 6 of those have come in the last 2 years, and only 2 of them came last year. When the Saints get inside the 10-yard line, it's Taysom Hill time. It's going to be Jamal Williams time this year. And now you talk about what they've got, and it's like, what are we hanging our hat on with Alvin Kamara? Elite receiving ability, perhaps? Okay, well, if Michael Thomas is healthy, if Jawan Johnson's out there, if Chris Olave's out there, as well as Rashid Shaheed, who's getting hyped up a lot, then how much do the Saints need Alvin Kamara to be an elite receiver? I don't think that he's going to come close to the kind of years where he was seeing, 70, 80 targets. I think it's going to be an uphill battle for him. And I just think in terms of what I look for in a running back, this just isn't it.
Yeah, I think for me, earlier in the offseason, when there was the rumours about potentially a longer suspension, he seemed and felt a lot cheaper. And at that point, I was happy taking the flyer. It feels like since that 3-game suspension's come out and it's been a little bit lighter, he started to creep up in cost. And he's now at a point, as you said, where I don't feel like I can draft him. The fact they've added another option to this backfield, yes, it's Kareem Hunt, who I think is, as you said, washed and probably not going to add anything. But it's yet another mouth to feed. And I just worry that, like we said with so many of these backs in this episode, what can I hang my hat on? The goal line work's not going to be there. Yes, he's a good receiver, but I don't think he's going to get the receiving volumes that he's relied on in year past. And he's never going to be a player that's going to see huge volumes in the rushing game. So there's just no one thing that I feel like I can hang my hat on and say this is going to be a player that's going to win me a championship. And after all, that's what we're all here for.